I think peer mentorship is an integral part of the entire picture of managing your child's waiver, of being involved in these services. I can say for me, early on, right after my boys were diagnosed, I was told about UNC's TEACCH program and put in contact with them. And I was completely overwhelmed. I felt all the uncertainty of not knowing how severe their disorders would be, what I needed to do, feeling like the champion. I was going to fix this for them, seeking everything I could seek, but not even knowing the questions to ask. And I can remember TEACCH put me in contact or gave me the option of having a peer mentor, a fellow parent that would come alongside me. And it was through that process that I found out about the Innovations Waiver. No doctor had ever told me about it. I had no clue my boys need to be on a waiting list. It was once they got signed up at age 3 and 4 for B3 respite that I found out about the Innovations Waiver. And I got them on the waiting list for that. And so that was my first introduction to peer mentorship and it making a tangible difference in our lives, like huge. We sat on the waiting list for the Innovations Waiver for several years. It was through kind of word of mouth and asking questions that we found out that if your kids are really at risk of institutionalization and very severe, you can petition for a crisis waiver slot. And we had to ask a lot of questions. And I can remember feeling so defeated, but knowing there had to be an answer for families in our situation. Like there had to be provisions that had been made. And sure enough, there were. And it took a lot of fighting, but we were able to get that. And then once we got it and saw the tangible difference that the Innovations Waiver made in our child's life, I felt impassioned to kind of pass that on to other families. And that's kind of where I got started in peer mentorship. I built a relationship with our doctors at UNC. They felt the freedom to kind of ask me, hey, can I give your name and number to this family? They're in need. And, through that process, I'm really grateful to say that there's like at least 11 families that I know for a fact I've been able to come alongside with, even if it was just as simple as a conversation, encourage them, look, your child's really severe at risk of institutionalization, petition for these services, and they've gotten them. And it's been amazing to see. But it's parents kind of coming alongside of each other. And I can say the ARC of North Carolina has been a huge encourager of that. They are grateful when parents are willing to kind of share their contact information. They always ask, and I'm always willing to say yes, because I feel like passing that on is so important. It's important to grow our community as a whole, our special needs community, the community of us providing self-direction services, of EORs, the community of those accessing the Innovations Waiver. And if we want to see change on the legislative level for some of the needs that we have, we are going to have to unite together as a force. And part of that, the key to everything, is communication. And that communication there's no greater way to foster it than through, I believe, peer mentorship and coming alongside each other. And then once you've been mentored, be willing to mentor somebody else.